Namaste, and once again welcome back to the online maths class. In this session we are going to discuss some word problems in the chapter quadratic equation. It's from CBSE class 10 maths textbook, chapter 4 quadratic equation. We are going to discuss some problems in exercise 4.3. Let me start. Here the question is, a train travels 360 km at a uniform speed. If the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. Find the speed of the train. So we have to find the original speed or the actual speed of the train. So we can consider this as two different situations. Case 1. In case 1, the speed we can take it as x and the distance is 360 kilometer. Time is given by distance by speed. We have the formula time is equal to distance by speed. So which is equal to 360 divided by x. Clear? Now the second case is speed had been 5 km per hour more. So here the speed is 5 more than the first case, that is x plus 5. Distance remains the same. So distance is 360 km and the time we can find out distance by speed, that is 360 divided by x plus 5. Understood? Now according to the question, we can write, if the speed had been 5 km per hour more, it would have taken 1 hour less for the same journey. As we know, speed and time are in inverse proportion. That means speed increases, time decreases. Okay. So here we can write 360 divided by x minus 360 divided by x plus 5 is equal to this 1 hour, 1. The difference between the two time is what? 1. Remember one thing, you have to write the large one first. Okay, 360 by x, this is the large one, 360 by x plus 5 is the smaller one. While comparing, you can identify that. Here speed is less, here speed is small. Speed is small means time is less. Speed is less means time is more. So the first one is greater and the second one is smaller. Clear? Now we can take on 360 common. 360 into 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 5 is equal to 1. Or 360 into, we can cross multiply x plus 5 minus x divided by x into x plus 5, which is equal to 1. Here x and minus x we can cancel. 360 into 5 divided by, here x into x, x square, x into 5, 5x, which is equal to 1. Now we can multiply 360 and 5, that is 1800, which is equal to 1 into x square plus 5x, that is x square plus 5x. Or we can write x square plus 5x minus 1800 is equal to 0. So we get a quadratic equation. Now by solving this quadratic equation we can find the final answer. Okay, so the remaining part you can do it yourself. Now we move on to the next question. Two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 and 3 by 8 hours. The tap of the larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Here the situation is, if we open two taps together, the tank will be filled in 9 and 3 by 8 hours. We have to find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Okay. So we can take the time taken by by the smaller tap to fill the tank. Fill the tank separately be x, and the time taken by the larger tap to fill the tank is, here the condition is the larger diameter tap takes 10 hours less than the smaller one, so it will be x minus 10. Okay, now we are going to write the tank filled by the smaller tap in 1 hour. Tank filled means the quantity of water filled in the tank in 1 hour by the smaller tap and that of the larger tap. Okay. Therefore, the tank filled by the smaller tap in 1 hour is equal to, it will be 1 by x. Here the time taken by the smaller tap to fill the tank is x hour. So in 1 hour 1 by x portion will be filled by the smaller tap. Okay, so I will give an example. If the time taken by the smaller tap be 4 hours. Okay, so consider one tank. I divide it into 4 parts. So in 1 hour, how much portion will be filled? The 1 by 4th portion will be filled. Okay, in 2 hours, half portion will be filled. In 3 hours, 3 by 4 portion will be filled. So in 1 hour, 1 by 4th portion will be filled by the tap. Similarly, here the time taken by the smaller tap is x hours. So in 1 hour, how much portion will be filled? 1 by x portion of the tank will be filled. Understood? Okay. Similarly, the tank filled by the larger tap in 1 hour, it will be equal to, here the time is x minus 10, so 1 by x minus 10. Now according to the question, so in the question it is given that 2 water tap together can fill the tank in 9 and 3 by 8 hours. So the total time is 9 and 3 by 8. It's in mixed form. So we can convert it into improper fraction, that is 75 by 8. 9 8s are 72, 72 plus 3, 75 by 8. So the total time taken is 75 by 8 hours. So we can write for the first tap in 1 hour 1 by x, and for the second tap or the larger tap it is 1 by x minus 10. So if you open together, in 1 hour total time is 75 by 8, 1 by 75 by 8 part will be filled. Understood? Here 1 by x means the tank filled by the smaller tap in 1 hour. Okay. And 1 by x minus 10, the tank filled by the larger tap in 1 hour. Okay. If the two taps are opened together at a time, okay, that we add up 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10. So in 1 hour, how much portion will be filled? That we write in the RHS part. Total time taken to fill the tank is 75 by 8. So one portion, that is 1 by 75 by 8. Once again look at the example. If the total time taken is 4 hours, then in 1 hour 1 by 4th portion. Okay. If the total time taken is 10 hours, then in 1 hour 1 by 10 portion. Clear? So here the total time taken is 75 by 8. So in 1 hour 1 by 75 by 8. Understood? Now we can cross multiply this one. X minus 10 then plus x divided by x into x minus 10, which is equal to, you can take the reciprocal, 8 by 75. x plus x is 2x, so 2x minus 10 divided by x into x is x square minus 10 into x is 10x, which is equal to 8 by 75. Again we can cross multiply this 75. 75 into 2x minus 10 is equal to 8 into x square minus 10x. You can multiply 150x minus 750, which is equal to 8x square minus 80x. Or we can write 8x square minus 80x minus 150x, then plus 750 is equal to 0. So the remaining part is a homework, so do it yourself. Now the next question is, an express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 km between Mysore and Bangalore without taking into consideration the time they stop at intermediate stations. If the average speed of the express train is 11 km more than that of the passenger train, find the average speed of the two trains. Here we are given two trains with different speeds. One is a passenger train and other one is an express train. That we can take it as different cases. First case, we can consider passenger train. So for the passenger train, let the speed be x. Here the distance is what? 132 km. And time we can write 132 divided by x, distance by speed. Okay. Then the second situation, case 2, we can consider express train. And for the express train, speed is 11 km more than that of the passenger train. Passenger train speed is x, so 11 more, x plus 11. Distance remains the same, 132, and time will be 132 divided by x plus 11. Now here the situation is, express train takes 1 hour less than passenger train to travel the same distance, that is 132 km. Now according to the question, we can write the difference between these two time. First case 132 by x, and in the second case 132 by x plus 11. It will be how much? 1 hour. Okay. So we have to write the large one first. For the passenger train, time is greater, so that we write first according to the question. (132) divided by x minus, here express train take less time, so 132 divided by x plus 11, which is equal to 1. Understood? As the denominator increases, the value of the fraction decreases. Clear? Here the denominator is x, here the denominator is how much? X plus 11, so denominator increases. As denominator increases, the value of the fraction decreases if the numerator is same. Okay. Here the numerator remains the same, 132, 132. So denominator increases, value decreases. So the large value is 132 by x and the smaller one is 132 by x plus 11. Okay. Now we can take 132 common, 132 into 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 11, which is equal to 1. 132 we can take common, 132 into cross multiply x plus 11 minus x divided by x into x plus 11, which is equal to 1. Minus x plus x cancel, 132 into 11 divided by x into x, x square plus 11 into x, 11x, which is equal to 1. Here 132 into 11 is 1452, which is equal to, here we can cross multiply 1 into x square plus 11x, that is x square plus 11x. Now we can rearrange the terms, x square plus 11x minus 1452 is equal to 0. So now we obtain a quadratic equation, x square plus 11x minus 1452 is equal to 0. Here the value of a is 1, b is equal to 11 and c is equal to minus 1452. And we know the formula, x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So by replacing the values of a, b and c in this quadratic formula, you will get the answer. So the remaining part you can do it yourself. Okay. Now we move on to the next question. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468 meter square. If the difference between their perimeters is 24 meter, find the side of the two squares. Okay. So let us consider two squares. One is a small square and other one is a large square. Okay. So let the side of the small square be x. So what about the perimeter of this smaller square? It will be 4x. Perimeter is equal to 4 into side. So 4x. Clear? So let the side of smaller square be x. So perimeter of smaller square is equal to 4x. Now we can find the perimeter of larger square. Perimeter of larger square. Here it is given that the difference of their perimeters is 24 meter. The difference between the perimeters of two squares is how much? 24 meter. So the perimeter of the larger square will be 4x plus 24. Okay. 24 more than the smaller one. Then only we will get 24 after taking the difference. That is 4x plus 24 minus 4x. Plus 4x minus 4x cancel. We will get what? This 24, the number 24. Clear? So here we can write 4x plus 24. The perimeter of the larger square is 4x plus 24. From this we can find the side of larger square. So here the side of larger square is, perimeter is 4 into side. Okay. So side is equal to perimeter divided by 4. So here 4x plus 24. So 4x plus 24 divided by 4. On 4 we can take common. So 4 into x plus 6 divided by 4. 4 and 4 cancel. We get x plus 6. So the side of the larger square is x plus 6 and the side of the smaller square we take it as x. Now come back to the question. Sum of the areas of two squares is 468. So according to the question, we can write sum of the areas. Here the side of the square is x, so area will be x square. Then plus, here the side is x plus 6, so the area is x plus 6 the whole square, which is equal to 468. Now we can expand x square plus, here a plus b the whole square, x square plus 12x plus 36, which is equal to 468, or 2x square plus 12x plus 36 minus 468 is equal to 0. That is 2x square plus 12x, then minus 432 is equal to 0. Okay, clear? Now we can divide the equation by 2. That is x square plus 6x minus 216 is equal to 0. So here the quadratic equation is x square plus 6x minus 216 is equal to 0, and on solving you will get the answer. Okay, remaining part is a homework, so do it yourself. That's all for today. I think you understood the concept. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Thank you.